Bing bong.
Check.
Bing bong.
Check.
There we go. We're back.
Check.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of Cinemen, the only podcast where we tell you what we thought of a movie out of a scale of 1,000 and a thumbs up.
Or a TV show.
Or a TV show.
Or a video game.
Damn, it's way harder to listen to you guys from over here. You sound so boring.
Dylan is seated about 25 feet away from us because he's got bronchitis. And that
We don't know that. We don't know that.
I think I got
something.
bronchitis from a fucking skunk, and they went in my CPAP tubes, and it shot into my lungs.
What?
This is,
Did a skunk?
A skunk skunked outside my fucking room.
oh my God.
And then my CPAP stunk like crazy.
Oh.
And I had a dream that I was hacking up shit. And I was like, well, that's nothing. And then I used it again and it still smelled like skunk, which is dumb. And I washed it.
Ooh,
and then
you mainlined skunk funk.
I mainlined skunk funk. And then I got fucking sick.
Did you Google it? Google
What?
what happens if I got skunk in my CPAP?
Yeah,
machine.
it would make your lungs inflamed, which is what happened.
Whoa, man.
So I got fucking skunked. I got what was coming to me.
Yeah, it happened.
And
It happened on.
Chinese New Year, baby.
Yeah.
That means I'm in
Whoa.
for a year of absolute shit bad luck.
Is that what Chinese New Year is all about? If
That's
you get,
apparently the lore.
Like, don't cut your hair, don't wash your hair, and most of all, don't get sick.
On the
Don't be
Chinese, yeah.
sick.
well, are we
And who do I trust? The Chinese.
are we
Lunar.
going based on the Western day, or was it China? Because they're 17 hours ahead. Were you in the clear? Maybe.
Brother, I was sick.
Yeah, but was it happening on the day of Chinese New Year in China? In
I'm
which
s-
case, we're a day behind, kind of.
We're a day behind. Wait.
You get what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter.
Hold on.
There are Chinese people here too, and
I
and they're
understand.
celebrating Lunar New Year on
Hold on,
the
say again,
day
say again,
here.
say again.
It would be like
There are
it's like,
Chinese people here
So
too.
it's Chinese New Year on what, Tuesday?
I don't know what day it was. I don't know.
It's like saying New Year's happens 17 hours before our New Year's in Australia because they're 17 hours ahead.
right.
So
but
I
there
guess
was
technically when they were celebrating it,
You weren't sick.
I was incubating the skunk virus.
No,
Yeah.
but okay, but this is like you saying that if Australians were celebrating New Year 17 hours ahead, I have to kiss my New Year's kiss 17 hours ahead. That doesn't make sense.
I understand what you're saying.
You're celebrating New Year's when you're celebrating New Year's. You're celebrating Lunar Chinese New Year when you're celebrating, the
But
Chinese
New
New Year.
Year's is a global phenomenon. It's
So is
taking the
Chinese
world by
New Year.
storm.
So is Lunar
Chinese
New
New
Year.
Year is a Chinese China. It's
right,
a Chinese
but
China.
this is this
trying
this
to
is a
make him feel
this is a
better
melting
so
pot,
that he
dude. We
doesn't-
live in America. Alyssa Liu won gold medal, and America loves
That
her.
was
you know?
cool.
But
Yeah,
that
it was
other
awesome.
girl abandoned us for China.
Who?
Leslie Gu or whatever.
I don't know that one.
That's real. All right. Anyway, this week, folks, we've got a special treat for you because we watched.
God, it's actually fucking crazy, and
doing
it's
it-
hilarious. My eyesight's gonna be directly off camera, looking at Dylan. Like it's gonna be a weird thing, but okay.
We watched. What's his name? Milos Forman.
Oh my God. Okay,
What?
we watched Frederick Wiseman's
Frederick Wiseman's.
1983 documentary or
What'd you just say,
nonfiction
Frederick
film.
Rice?
He said Milos Forman.
No, but then he goes, yeah, Frederick Rice.
I don't know.
Is it because he died? Right. That's why we watched.
Yeah,
it?
so Frederick Wiseman died last week on Tuesday.
Really unlucky thing to happen to die on Chinese New Year.
On Tuesday?
He
Yeah,
died
I
on
think
Chinese
so.
New Year.
That's crazy.
And
actually.
how old was he? Wasn't he in his 90s?
He was 93,
Three?
6, I think, maybe.
You die on Chinese New Year, go to Chinese heaven or hell.
And he's just one of the giants of American cinema, and big deal to me, and Dylan, and we wanted to maybe start a new series of like force Ben to watch ... where Dylan and I maybe choose movies that we love or like that are maybe more difficult or like older or whatever that Ben hasn't seen and make
And
Ben
I'm
watch
going to
them.
chime in here real quick.
Yeah.
And I should put up some of the text messages that we had with the exchange we had with Ben, trying to get him to watch this movie. We were trying to debate which one to watch.
Oh, yeah.
What were some of the options we had?
We were kind of we boiled it down to like Welfare, Primate,
Yeah.
The Store, or one more, but I can't remember.
Doctor's office.
Yeah, exactly.
Hospital.
And Ben is going, oh, what's the next one going to be called? Stairs? And he's just he's just absolutely pushing back at every possible moment. And then
Are they all documentaries?
I'm literally calling you names.
Yeah.
I'm like, you fucking idiot. Because I'm sick. I'm sick, and I also haven't been doing any nicotine.
And the only place to
or
watch,
coffee.
and the only place you can't even rent it on Amazon Prime. You got to watch it on like
The libraries.
XYZ.
You gotta watch it on Canopy.
No, you
Canopy,
You can watch
right.
it for free
he
on
said,
Canopy.
he said, Ben, use your library card. I commented ...
Yeah, you were like, Ben don't have a library card. Do you
Of course
have a
I don't
library card?
No, why would I have
Dude,
a library
it's
card?
free. It's the simplest thing in the world to get.
Anyway,
Okay.
so we were
All right, I'll get one.
really ragging on Ben, and also he was ragging on us. And then he goes, "Joke's on you guys! I actually love this shit."
Yeah.
and
It
I
was
was
so good.
that made me even more mad. I'm like, that's the whole point of us getting mad. I'm like, you don't know what's good for you. You don't know. You want it. It's like you're like you would literally like this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry, long.
I thought that
tangent.
part of it because I'm going off the doo-doo movie that you showed me, where it was like we're gonna frustrate Ben with the worst thing in the world.
Oh, with
brother,
Solo.
I had never seen Solo.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I haven't seen this either.
Yeah, we hadn't seen this one either. But
That's true.
Salo was just the worst thing I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
This thing
It was
rocked
fine.
for so many reasons. So we're going to be talking about that.
yeah, we'll get into it.
Are
We'll
all
get
of
into it.
Are all of his movies documentaries?
He has two, maybe three fiction films. Obviously, we can call them documentaries. I'm just gonna throw this out there. He has a whole thing where I'm fine with calling them documentaries, but he has a thing where he didn't like calling them documentaries. He thought documentaries were too like. It was like a neutral phrase, and he thought it was like prescriptive. Like it was like in his mind, watching a documentary is like people are saying like, "Here, take your medicine" or something. Where he would call them, he would just literally call them his movies or his films, or like if you want to be more specific about it, like non-fiction films, basically, rather than documentaries, which I know
like
is
that.
like semantical, maybe.
I think
but
I mean, it feels better for his work,
Yeah.
nonfiction films. So we're going to be talking about this, or this conversation is going to continue. I was also told to watch Speed
yes,
in the last episode.
Because you've never seen it.
I had never seen Speed. Spoiler alert, unfortunately, I watched the like censored TNT not anamorphic.
Yeah, it wasn't
just
widescreen
horrible-
anamorphic. Yeah.
Horrible way to watch that movie. But
Yeah.
What is it?
720p.
Well, no, this exact same thing happened to me. So I was like looking up where Speed is available to stream. I saw that the AMC Plus app had it, and I could sign up for a free week or something. I think
Freaky free week.
a freaky free week.
A freaky free week.
Of AMC Plus.
Oh God, another
and-
commercial that they play before in the theaters, even though it's a different AMC. Is the AMC TV network
I
different
see.
than
Okay,
it's different, right?
Dude, those are two different companies.
You
Let's not talk.
I don't know if I'm just sick and you're far away.
Do I look
but
insane?
you're looking. I'm like hallucinating. You're looking more like a Mike Judge character than ever today.
Him or me?
Him. He looks exactly like a Mike Judge role.
That's funny, man. You are.
I love that so much.
I
That's
can't
very
explain
funny
it.
to me. I could see that. Yeah, I got a big old.
Your
puff
head's
of
tall
hair,
and
yeah.
your eyes are looking. You look
Tiny.
like you'd be Beavis's like a handsome older brother that they didn't know you had.
Shut up, Beavis.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's nice. A handsome older Beavis brother's nice.
Yeah, it's a good
Or
plot point.
Butthead.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so similar thing happened to me, and then I turned on the movie. I saw that it was full screen instead, not anamorphic, and so like the image looked kind of warped.
Yeah.
And then before the movie started, it said this has been like edited for TV, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah. And so I was like, wait, fuck. And then I
Because
stopped.
that's the one they have license to, clearly.
Right,
obviously.
exactly. And then
Yeah.
I stopped watching it, and then I was planning to watch it later, finish it later, because I've seen it, And then Dylan was sending us video clips from like home watching it.
Here
and
they are.
He texted us, and and he'll put them up.
Down and knock, we gotta get those fly choppers out of here!
Was driving.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. He didn't make it.
Oh! Chris!
Pop quiz. Animal. You have a hair trigger aimed at your head.
And then we don't really.
You gotta
have to-
get these flying helicopters
You
out of here.
You gotta get these
Yeah.
freaking idiots out of here.
with the ludicrous like TV censorship shit, and then I was like,
I'm gonna
oh man,
freaking bug you.
I really don't want to watch that version, and I watched it with Maggie, and she had never seen it, so I was like, I want to show her the good real version.
So you ran down to the local store. You bought it on Blu-ray.
No. Apple also had it for rent for $3.99 or buy for $4.99. It came with iTunes Extra, so I just went, fuck it.
What are the extras?
I don't know. It's like literally like a DVD menu screen, but it's it's all
cool.
there. So that was cool. So now I own Speed, which I'd like to get a physical media copy of that movie. But anyway, so we watched that too for some random reason. Because I guess Ben mentioned it at the end of the episode, so we were like, let's do that. Anyway.
Well, because there was nothing of substance or consequence coming
out this week
that we thought would be enticing for you good people. By the way, please follow us on our new Instagram page, cinemen.pod or underscore, but you'll find it.
It's cinemen.pod.
Cinemen.pod and TikTok, and we will be selecting a couple, 10 random people who follow us and send them a personal video thank you of following. So be sure to do that.
Yep.
So why don't we kick off with what we all watched this week?
Sure.
Steven?
You want me to start?
Yeah.
So I
start every time. Okay.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Go.
Well, what'd you say? I want to.
Yeah,
I said you start every time.
Well, then let's switch it up. I'm
You're
fine.
always surprised. Oh, me?
Well, I'm surprised. I don't know.
ahead,
I
go
forget after every episode. I forget what we even talked about or how it went.
Yeah, that's how it goes, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
No,
Not hell. It's just
I remember
welcome.
everything.
it's hell.
I remember nothing.
So yeah, I had a big week. I'll tell you what, brother. So
Good for you.
When Frederick Wiseman died, I did watch another movie of his called Boxing Gym, which was, I'll just preface this with one of the reasons why I thought it would be funny to do like the force bin to watch a Frederick Wiseman movie was because often many of his movies are very long and like, can be quote unquote boring, I suppose. I don't think that they are, but they're long. And so part of me was like, haha, that would be funny. Like that's a real like force bin to watch kind of a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
Yeah,
I just want to say also, I think it's not probable that it would make Ben bored because it's exactly what he wants.
The fuck is that sound?
I don't know. Car. Hold on.
Some shit outside.
It's just the thing is what the thing is with his movies.
No, I agree.
So Ben has right. The thing is what the thing is.
Kind of.
Oh, I'm gonna watch a movie about a boxing gym. Oh, I'm gonna watch a movie about.
Yeah.
It's
crazy
a day in the life.
Well, but I think we'll talk about that because I'm curious Ben's read on the movie.
Yeah,
But,
And you had also told me pay attention. I was like, oh, is there going to be a twist? Or is there going to be no? Truly, is there going to be like a not a twist? Give me a break. Is there going to be some kind of like nefarious
awesome.
thing? Is there going to be some kind of thing that he accidentally unearths, or is there going to be some kind of confession by one of the employees? Is there theft? Is there racism?
no, that's interesting.
And there wasn't.
So
what did you watch? You watched
anyway.
the boxing
I
guy.
watched the Boxing Gym one, and my point was with the whole length thing was that I have not seen all of Frederick Wiseman's movies. He's very important to me, and I've seen a number of them now. But like he has 45 nonfiction films,
Wow.
so there's a lot. He's been working since 1967, like pretty consistently. Anyway, we'll get more into that. But anyway, so even when I'm at home, I'm like, I want to watch one. I want to find one that's short and like that I haven't seen and whatever. So Boxing Gym's an hour and a half, and that was a good choice, and it was a great movie. So I watched that. Like we had talked about last week, I got to Pillion. I did see Pillion with Alexander Skarsgård, and I forget the other guy's name. He's Dudley Dursley in Harry Potter.
Dudley Dursley.
Isn't that his name?
I think so.
Such a Harry Potter name.
Harry Potter guy, and Harry Melton, maybe I think is his name. Harry Melton.
Yeah, I think that's right. Milton.
I really liked it. I thought it was great. I think it was I guess kind of romantic. I think people have been saying it's like a normal rom-com. I've seen people kind of talking like that, but just with like BDSM, which I think is kind of true. But also, and it was very funny. But also, I thought it was a lot more sad and complicated than maybe people are giving it credit for, which I liked. So I thought it was a good movie. I recommend Pillion.
What does Pillion mean? What's that mean?
Pillion is, I looked this up because I didn't know either. Pillion is the passenger seat on a motorcycle.
Oh.
That's a big part of the movie. Obviously, it's like motorcycle.
It's called a bitch seat, actually. But.
Well, that's kind of the thing.
Watch it.
With a top dom relationship.
Oh, okay.
So saw that. Then I did see Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
How was it?
I liked it.
Right.
It started off a little wonky, and I was kind of worried, but I ended up really liking it. And the more I think about it, the more I like it, I think. Anyway, but it may not be everybody's cup of tea. I mean, it's a wild movie. It gets pretty crazy. But anyway, so I thought that was pretty good. I went to the epic Elvis concert documentary.
Oh, how
which
was that?
was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I had
it was
like the
amazing.
best time in the goddamn world. There was a woman sitting next to me who smelled like an ashtray and was like screaming and
Hell
clapping
yeah.
and cheering through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was like both obviously like a little bit annoying, but also like I wouldn't have had it. Like it was great. Like I was like, this is, nobody else was doing that. Like it was truly, I mean, maybe the few little, oh yeah, after a song. But she was like the only one treating it like a real concert, and it was
You
hilarious.
probably saw him before.
It was hilarious. No, she sat next to me and she went, "This is my first Elvis concert," and I was like, "Yeah, me too." And then
That's cool.
It was very funny.
Did he
Very
do the
sweet.
same? Is it a similar kind of like AI upscaling thing as the Peter Jackson Beatles?
I don't think so. I didn't catch it. I thought it looked really good. I mean,
I
apparently
think
it's
it
all
was an upscale.
maybe there. I mean, yes, it was like
I don't know.
restored or upscaled or something. But
Sorry, yeah.
I don't
restored.
think it. I don't think it. It didn't have. I mean, I love the Get Peter Jackson Get Back thing, but
Yeah.
it didn't have that same quality where that looks like they look smooth in that.
Smooth.
This didn't quite have. This didn't
What
have.
if they
okay,
were
okay.
smooth? What if that's just how they were?
Yeah, the Beatles were smooth.
But anyway,
Beatles were
great.
We're finding out now the Beatles were really smooth.
Honestly, like if
Smooth.
you're watching this before the 27th and it's like in a theater and you like Elvis at all, go see it. It was sick. So I saw that, and then did I see anything else? And then I don't know. I guess I watched this and Speed, and maybe that's it.
Wow. I've never heard of this.
Well, I'm
What was
sorry,
this?
sorry,
Was that
sorry.
another Frederick
The
Wiseman
store.
movie?
No, I watched the
Don't
store
give
and
him
Speed.
more fucking leash, dude.
I saw Alone. I've been watching Alone.
Oh, you got it
Dude,
wrong last time.
You got it wrong. That's not the name. What's the name of the show?
No,
Alone.
he said Alive last time, and and people in the comments corrected him
And
and said you
I
mean
also
Alone.
got it wrong because I put the wrong image.
I've been watching Alone. I also
That's all right.
watched the entire Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
What's that?
A Night of the It's
The
the
new
new
Game of Thrones
thing. Really, my first time watching anything in the Game of Thrones universe.
Whoa.
And I was pleasantly surprised. At first, I was like, oh, it's the same old stuff of like, oh, sir, I'm a knight. Oh, dear. Just all kinds of, they're British talking and they fucking knights and families and tapestries. And I'm just like, all right, what the fuck? But then it's like, oh, there's actually a fun twist. What?
I don't know. I'm just looking at Dylan and I'm thinking about his face turned.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's maybe not. I mean,
No,
I, feel
I
like
think
my
it's gonna
face
be
is turned
fun.
all the time.
And then maybe for the parts where it's not you talking, it's just a static image of you, and then we cut to
No,
you
I like
there.
it. I want movement.
I kind of like that.
I
too.
think it's funny.
All right.
I think it's weird.
But it's like I got to stop talking to the camera and talk to
Yes,
us each
I
other.
completely
we all
agree.
have to.
Well,
do
I do that. I'm turned like this most episodes, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. So
But I want to talk to the audience.
anyway, I thought that it was really fun and surprisingly funny. Have you watched it at all?
No, I've heard people say that it's funny. I watched the first 10 seconds of it, and he shits, or whatever.
Oh yeah. There's poop in the. I thought that was surprising.
And I may give it a chance one day, but there's part of me that like the trailers and everything. I was just like, I watched all of Game of Thrones. I watched House of Dragons. I will continue to watch House of Dragons. I like House of Dragons, honestly. I just a part of me that just like I have no interest in the show. I sort of like don't. I'm like I don't want a new Game of Thrones show. This is I've got my full.
It's like
fill,
Star Wars,
you know?
man.
That's how I feel about Star Wars too.
Star Wars in 100 years.
We're probably gonna see it for the podcast, but like Mandalorian Grogu thing,
God, yeah.
I don't really want to see it.
No,
I'm sick of
we're
that.
not watching that.
Yeah.
It just looks like baby stuff. It's just
Yeah.
baby stuff.
I bet you it's gonna be one of the only good things they've released in a long time, but I still won't see it.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I really enjoyed. Obviously, I liked
Anyway.
the original ones.
Jon
I
Favreau.
really enjoyed. What's the one where they're on a suicide mission?
Star Wars Suicide.
Oh yeah, Star Wars Suicide.
No, where they
Rogue
go.
One. Rogue One.
Rogue One was
Star Wars
so good.
Seppuku.
I fucking
I thought
love.
Rogue One was boring, but
I love.
did like it more.
I love Riz Ahmed. I love him so much. Oh, I watched. Did I mention this last week that I watched Spawn
No.
Dude, I loved that movie as a kid.
Yeah, so did I.
as a kid? You mean the old one?
Yeah, the like
What do you mean?
90s one.
I'm
or
talking
whatever?
about the new one with what's his name, Tom Hardy.
You're talking about
You're talking about Venom? You dumb motherfucker, dude! I will kill you dead.
They are pretty similar.
Did
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mention Venom last week?
No, you didn't.
Okay, I watched Venom.
You mean the old one?
Well, didn't they remake Spawn?
No,
It's
not
all.
even-
It's you know what? It's all made up. No, they didn't remake it, but they're about to. It's all made up anyway.
Yeah.
Venom is so good.
Venom's made up. Spawn's made up. People wrote that stuff, dude. It's not. It's
Yeah, yeah,
not
it's-
real.
It's not real. It
fake.
didn't really
Fully
happen. Thank
fake.
God.
That's my problem with Speed. We'll get to that.
Oh, I love Tom Hardy in it because unlike other like hero movies, I'm paraphrasing from Matt Grippy because Matt Grippy said it best, which is that he just looks like shit throughout the whole movie. He's
Yeah.
a sweaty, disgusting, dirty, distraught.
Are you saying that
mess.
as a positive?
Yes.
Yeah, it is
It's
funny.
refreshing
Yeah, it's
that he's
funny.
not like, because did I mention that I watched like fucking Avengers where Chris, I know he's supposed to be Captain America, but it's just it's just so boring. He's just like, Captain America.
We gotta
It's
put a,
crazy how long we talk about shit that
we gotta put a
watched, I gotta
moratorium.
say.
No, I like this. This is good. A build-up's good. Build-up's
Anyway,
good.
that's
think
what I
build-up's good.
watched. I'm sure I'm leaving something out, but I frankly
We got to put a moratorium on any Avengers talk until Doomsday or something. No more Avengers speak.
Oh God, yeah, that's gonna suck shit. What are we excited about that's coming out? Right? Isn't there something? Oh, Project Hail Mary.
No,
Not-
you excited?
Not excited about
You're
that.
not
excited?
excited? It's a new Ryan Gosling movie, sci-fi.
I like Ryan
I
Gosling. but
love Ryan Gosling.
I don't like
used
any-
to not like him.
I don't like any of the promotion for it.
Yeah,
I'm
trailers
sure I'll
were-
like it. I like the Lord and Miller duo.
Yeah.
Who?
You don't even know who made it. You
You don't
excited?
even know who made it and you're
I
excited?
don't watch the trailer. I'm not looking it up. I'm just like, fuck yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Dude,
a
it's-
moviegoer,
it's the-
baby.
I was.
I'm a moviegoer. Okay.
It's the crackers that made the Lego movie.
Yeah, crackers that.
Okay. So hopefully they didn't inundate. They're not going to inundate us with more millennial speak jargon bullshit.
Of
like
course,
they
yeah,
did
they
with-
literally are.
Oh, I gotta do science. I'm the sciences. I'm strapped in the universe, and I'm gonna basically
And the same crackers that
I'm
made
gonna have to
21
do
Jump
science.
Street.
All right. We're not talking
And the
about.
same crackers that made 21 Jump Street. 22 Jump
Yeah,
That's
Street.
pretty
21
good. Okay, my
We're not
name is
talking
Jeff.
about what we're looking forward
How
to.
about what I watched?
Now
What
what
did you
Dylan
watch,
watched.
Dylan?
I watched a lot. I watched
bet
a
you did.
lot.
He did watch a lot.
He's been sick.
Before I knew I was truly sick, I went in theaters and I saw Nirvana, the show, the movie.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, we saw that. I saw that too. Sorry, I forgot. to
Yeah, we
mention
covered that last week.
Whoops.
Yeah, we
You
did.
ignoramus.
I forgot. I've lost track.
Well,
of
let's
time.
hear what Dylan had to say. about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I thought that movie was really good. It started off extremely strong, and I was so excited for where it was going. But then it did a thing that I find kind of the Achilles heel of usually TV shows with the recurring characters, where the writers love their characters so much that they're just like, we're just gonna really make this about their relationship, and really we're gonna tie it all together. And I'm like, no. What I was so excited by was that you guys were doing like a fucking, not just literally the Daredevil stunt that they do in the movie, and they use the CGI so well. It's so hidden. It's so brilliant, and the way they're mixing real people with it, so good. But then they kind of like they do the time travel thing, but then it kind of gets regressive, where they're just like, I want them to keep pushing the envelope as I'm watching it, because they've just set up that they can do it like in an incredible way. What
They
Steve
can time
cracking up?
travel.
It's awesome to watch you from
Talk
a
to no
distance, talking directly to an iPhone, like
Yeah.
just like.
No, I wasn't. I was
And-
looking over
And
there.
the funny thing is that somehow the distance and you being talking directly to the phone or whatever
Yeah.
has made Ben and I the quietest we've ever been, like to let you just like speak for like a few minutes. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Anyway,
It's making me laugh.
so I did really like it, but they did such an intense stunt in the beginning that I was just kind of sitting there, and maybe it's my own fault, expecting them to one up it or to continue this kind of craziness. And instead, what I got was a story more about friendship, and assuming I cared more about the characters than I did, having not ever watched the show before. And I said that, and I kind of felt bad about it when I said it out loud, and I probably will feel bad when I watch this later. But then I watched him go to a theater, and someone was asking about the writing process, and he was talking about the characters, and he started crying talking about them, Matt. And I went, I'm sorry, brother. That's exactly the problem. You got to have a little bit of like, wait, what do people think? You know, like,
What do you think should have happened differently?
what do I think should happen differently?
Yeah.
The crux they should have used their friendship as a framework for a story that was more propulsive, with all the they used the oh, do you know what I'm saying?
Kinda.
I get what you mean.
It
I
just ends
think-
up being kind of a cute story about friends and trying to get the show, and the show doesn't matter. It's a very like
It's the journey, not the destination.
Yeah,
It's a
which
very-
that's what I like that aspect of it. I guess.
I just kind of I think because of the format of it, I went in, and I hate expectations, so it's probably my fault. But I went in expecting more. When you go see, I hate to say it, but even like fucking Borat or whatever it is, where the story is there as the bones of the thing.
Yeah.
And who cares about whether or not he goes to meet Pamela Anderson or whatever
Sure,
in
sure,
that
sure.
movie? It's just that's just the joke that's just happening.
Yeah.
And then the movie uses that as a way to get into increasingly stranger and more bizarre, more dangerous
Right.
situations. The way that I watched this movie was, I thought that's where we were going.
It's
And
a crazy movie, and I feel like you feel like it boxed itself into a more normal plot or something.
more elder millennial.
Yeah.
Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shit. But that's fine. I did like it.
Yeah.
I watched Angst, which is unfucking believable. One of the most
I've never seen
hardcore
it.
movies I've ever seen in my life. For a long time, I've wanted to make not that long. Whatever.
Should I watch it? Will I like it?
No.
That's
said
been-
hardcore.
That's
I'm
been
like,
on my list
lines
for a
up-
while.
It lines
That's
up
been
a
on my
little
list
bit
for
with
a while.
Frederick Wiseman because I've thought about this idea about how since violence is okay. This is is it a German film? Austrian film from 1983, based off of a real triple homicide. And instead of the movie doing any kind of sentimentality or setting anything up, you are literally with a killer basically in real time.
Yeah.
You're getting there's some things where you're getting a lot of voiceover and some background about the crimes he did in the past, but he is straight up just like he's walking down a road and you're like, this guy looks fucking crazy. Also, they're using the snorri cam, which sometimes is quite annoying.
Yeah.
But they had this incredible kind of like 360 rig where it'll literally like be tracking around him. Anyway, amazing camera work in the movie.
That's cool.
Serial killers be walking down the street, decide to open a gate. Oh, guess what? That gate's locked. Walk to the next house. It's like if that gate wasn't locked, this family would have been killed. Then you just watch him walk up to a lady and shoot her. Anyway,
That's cool.
so you're just watching really, really horrific crimes in real time. You watch
Yeah.
him throw up after doing it. You watch him hide the body. You watch
It's
him.
all in the whole movie's in real time?
It feels like it,
Yeah.
and a lot of it hovering overhead. It was.
Isn't it like- isn't that-
interesting thing to watch alongside the Frederick Wiseman because it has a similar kind of like non-attachment styling.
Wasn't the style of that a big inspiration to Zach Kreger with the flashback stuff in Barbarian?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
think
it
so.
looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he
With
has,
the murderer guy who keeps the girls in his basement, right?
Yeah, it has a similar kind of like floating up above head thing.
Yeah.
I guess they had their like big ass 35 million. I'm
35 million.
I'm sick. 35 millimeter cameras on like ropes on like a pulley system, and it's like floating above them.
Oh, wow.
It was really
They were on some James Cameron shit before James Cameron.
really brutal, insane movie.
Wait, why?
And the
What
director.
Inventing their own little rigs.
Sure.
Anyway, that director also only made that movie, which makes it feel even more like there's a snuff quality. to
Sure,
it.
sure, sure. That makes sense.
Anyway, if you want to watch something extremely hardcore, watch that.
Was there anything else, Dylan?
Yeah, I watched Tar.
Tar?
Yeah, Tar.
He'd never
Did you
seen
like it? I'd never seen it.
Not really.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's a woke movie, anti-woke movie, right?
I guess.
It's interrogating all that stuff. It's like about all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I should watch it. I'm into that kind of thing.
Yep.
anti-woke.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm missing something.
I mean,
I'm also sick. I didn't give it probably proper attention, but it didn't really do it for me.
that's how I felt about that movie.
Yeah. I don't know why the way people talked about it. I watched on Tim Heidecker's podcast. Like, it gets brought up sometimes, and people are like, "Ooh, oh, I like that," or "Ooh, I don't like that." I thought it was going to be this kind of like movie that I was going to have to kind of be like, "Oh my god, how do I feel?"
Salacious.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty not. I don't know. It's just a character study that happened to take
Yeah.
place
Yeah.
during this kind of
Yeah.
climate.
All right, let's star
Anyway.
wipe. Ooh, we should use like old, funny, shitty editing.
Okay.
That's
okay.
funny. I almost filmed this episode with a VHS camera. I was just missing one of my plugins.
Well, let's watch.
Well, let's Star White, but and then let's actually genuinely talk about this. We don't have to include this in the podcast. How do we want to go Wiseman first, then Speed, or Speed Wiseman?
I think after I just went on this long kind of dry rant, we should do Speed first.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
What do the people want? They're saying Speed.
We can probably.
People are saying Speed
I
or
hear
Wiseman
it.
first.
Yeah, the chat says Speed.
It'd be cool if we did like a choose your own adventure sort of
A fake chat. If we had a cool fake chat.
A fake chat going
Oh yeah,
on.
choose your adventure would be cool.
Choose your own adventure, and people could go Speed.
Pop quiz, hotshot. There's a bomb on a bus. If it drops below 50, it blows up. What do you do?
The game began with the ultimate test.
Where's Jack? Where do you think?
Now,
Stay on or get off.
Get off.
This is much better.
he's the only solution.
Pop quiz. You have a hair trigger aimed at your head. What do you do?
Keanu Reeves,
What do you do?
Speed.
Speed, an action thriller movie from 1994, arguably one of the best years for movies in the modern era. It stars Keanu Reeves.
1994.
1994.
What other movies? Name 5.
Oh, geez. Forrest Gump,
Okay.
The Mask.
Okay. I don't even know if these are true. I'm not
I'm
checking.
pretty sure. And I want to say Toy Story came out in 94.
I think it's 95.
Okay, fuck me. Speed.
Okay. You can't name Speed.
Yeah, I can.
All right, I don't care. I don't want to do this game anymore because it's going to take too long. All right, continue. Continue on your thing about Speed.
It's about Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels. They are LAPD officers, but they're like specialists.
They're named Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels.
No, his name is Jack. His name is Jack.
Jack Harlan.
I believe his name is. I don't remember what his last name
I think
is.
it's Jack Harlan.
Anyway, and Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels. They are I mean, this is what I love about this movie.
Yeah.
From the get go, you've got a scene that grabs you. There's some people stuck in an elevator, a fear that everybody has.
Yeah.
Getting stuck in an elevator that's dropping. Because Dennis Hopper, as is revealed, is the villain of our film.
I don't have that fear. I have fear getting my penis stuck in my zipper. Not getting
From
stuck in
Something
an
About
elevator.
Mary?
No.
See,
Never-
now a lot of
I'd never even seen that
A
movie.
lot of my fears came from the raw intensity of these kind of 90s, 80s action thriller,
Yeah.
sci-fi, you name it, kind of things. And one of them was getting stabbed in the head because that's what Dennis Hopper does. See, you probably missed that.
No, it was in the TV version.
First of all, one of the longest intro credit sequences
I like
of
that.
all time.
I like that. The descent elevator
the
thing.
descent,
Yeah.
the elevator descent, and it goes on for truly like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember fast forwarding it on the VHS player because boy, oh boy, did me and my brothers and my whole family watch this movie about 50 times.
Yeah.
I remember. I think it was like Jason Reitman or something. I remember in high school when I discovered that was like most movies used to have that. And also Star Wars. Do you know he got kicked out of the DGA because he put the story scroll instead of opening credits? That's why
I
he
did not
George
know
Lucas?
That's why he didn't direct the second one. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that little tidbit.
But those opening credits are a really great way to get an audience ready to see your movie. The right music, the right font. You get rid of that. You just kind of settle in.
It used to be the thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
You've got a madman, a bomber, which also coincides with what was going on around the time in the 90s. You had the Unabomber shit. I believe the World Trade Center had just been bombed too. Bombs were a big thing in the popular culture. And here's this madman, Dennis Hopper. He has rigged an elevator, a passenger elevator in an office
Things
building.
being dub bomb were also a big deal.
That is true.
People
That is true.
Yeah. So.
Is he a war vet?
No, he is a
Dennis Hopper?
He's a former LAPD officer.
Former bomb squad guy, basically.
Yes,
I
who
thought
had
they
his hand.
insinuated something.
He had a bunch of his fingers blown off, and he feels
oh right.
he feels wronged by the LAPD for not properly compensating him. So
Right,
he is
right.
that is his whole thing. Is he's he's demanding his ransom is a very specific dollar amount that he believes will be just enough for him to retire and not have to do this shit anymore that he deserved. So we open on this sequence where he's demanding a ransom, and Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels and the rest of the LAPD special tactics, whatever SWAT team goes in there, and they are racing against time to get the people out. And there's this big, it's awesome because it's at the last minute. Dennis Hopper blows the thing, and you gotta watch it, and it's all practical effects, folks. I'm telling you. And then then things seem fine, and we're in Venice Beach, and Jack's getting his coffee, and then a bus blows up. And
They think that he's dead. They think that Dennis Hopper's dead.
yeah, they
This
assume
era of Dennis Hopper is good. I mean, he's still
psycho Dennis Hopper.
obviously this is later than Blue Velvet, but like I look at him in this movie and I'm like, guys, just Frank Booth. Like he just seems so Frank Booth.
Jack.
I didn't think he was very good until I mean, again, this is all through the lens of I'm sick, I guess, because
And watching it in a shitty version.
And watching it. I thought he was kind of mediocre throughout because most of it, the work he has to do is alone.
Yeah.
He's on the phone the whole time, and I'm like, this is just. I could tell he's bored and collecting a check.
Whoa.
And then when he finally has the confrontation at the end with them, I was like, there's Dennis Hopper. He's one of those guys. He's like fucking,
needs people.
He's crazy like Shia LaBeouf. He's like, he needs a guy in front of him so he can react. Because I was like, this is absolutely him phoning it in. I felt.
Though I do love Pop Quiz Jack. I think that's
Pop Quiz Jack.
That's a good line.
I mean, yeah. Anyway,
so
no, I think you're right. Though
he plants a bomb on a city bus, and the stipulation is once the bus goes over 50, the bomb will be armed.
It arms, yep.
And then
Arms
once if the bus drops below 50,
it'll blow
the
up.
bus will blow up. You can't try to get any people off. You can't, no funny business. Gotta get my money, or I also blow up the bus. And it's a race against time. It's just fucking awesome.
And a race against the city of Los Angeles.
A new fresh-faced Sandra Bullock. I believe it's her first major role, I want to say.
whose costume, by the way, influenced Claire Redfield in Resident Evil 3. Or sorry, Jill Valentine in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
Oh, yeah.
costume, you said?
That
I'm
makes
watching
sense.
Speed and I go, that's the exact same haircut
The
and
sweater
costume.
on the around the
And the
everything.
blue
yeah.
shirt and the hair.
Totally. That's true.
I don't want to give away too much, but it's just fantastic.
You don't want to give away too much about Speed?
Well, because it came
You
out
guys,
in
they've
94.
seen Speed.
All right, yeah.
Everybody's seen
I guess.
Speed except for
Except
Dylan.
That was the format of this thing. You're trying to get me to watch Speed, I thought.
Yeah. So what did you think, Dylan?
It's fine. Made up. Shit's made up. Doesn't
Yeah, it's all made up. It's all made up.
shit's fake.
They've got one problem after another.
I like the baby made of cans. That
what?
was fun.
Oh, cans. They're just
Are you
cans.
sure? It was just cans.
Cans.
That would have fucked you up though, like forever and ever. If you,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
I mean that was disturbing.
Yeah.
For a second.
I definitely had
It was
to close.
clever. It was clever. I like.
It was clever?
Yeah, it's clever writing where it's just like you're putting the right problem in the right place and you're having the tough solutions. I think it's just
You got comic relief in Alan, what's his name?
Oh,
the
Ruck?
Alan Ruck's funny.
he's making you laugh.
He's pretty funny.
For 1994,
I think
solid
the
comic
guy
relief.
who makes me laugh more is Gigantor.
Yeah, me too.
Gigantor's
Hey, man.
funny. Yeah.
Well, just,
Yeah,
what did he
Gigantor's
say?
pretty
Like,
funny. Yeah, I don't even remember, but
fucking crazy, man.
yeah.
Gets on my nerves. Gets on everybody's nerves.
It's written by this guy named Graham Yost, who went on to write, I think, maybe Create, or not Create because it was a Elmore Leonard book or whatever. But he wrote the Justified show, and then I think he's like
Ooh.
a producer or showrunner or something on Slow Horses, which I think I've talked about on here.
I
Anyway,
think it's
but
funny that they
he's a pretty
had
good
to
writer.
only have like 3 or 4 main characters on the bus because when they would cut around to the bus as like the situation would develop and I'd see people I hadn't seen before.
Yeah, you
Right,
got, like,
right.
a Chinese lady.
I'm like, where was that guy?
Well,
which is funny.
They do a good job at the beginning. He does do like a little push down with the camera on that aisle, push
I
down
know,
with the
but I
camera on
think it
that
was my
aisle. early
mind
on.
making it up. But I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a new person. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't recognize that person at all.
No,
I
yeah.
think the one thing that really made it, and I'm sorry I sound so negative all the time. I like writing movies. I like making movies. So to me, finding out what the problems are is productive. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? If you're getting a performance like that because he's on the phone, what do you do to change it up? So to me, I enjoy thinking about things this way. But when the fucking bus, when they're gonna jump the bridge,
Oh, yeah, dude.
and
50-foot gap. It's a 50-foot gap.
They have it go up.
Yeah. No, that's the worst
The bus
part.
goes it is the
Yeah.
That's the
it is-
biggest suspension of belief part, other
Yeah.
than the
The
turn that
bus
they have to
is
make.
going straight. It would just literally. We've all seen too many Daily Motion videos.
Yeah.
It literally goes kaboom.
No, yeah.
They
It
could've-
goes, it points upward.
They could have just put some insert or something.
I think
that
that's
made
the
sense
most-
that would go up.
I think the movie, I think what you were saying and what Ben was saying, what's great about the movie is the sort of like, it's just complete momentum. It's nonstop momentum.
That's
and
exactly
that they're
right.
very good at, in fun and mostly smart ways, I think, like just basically throwing a new problem in the mix and then
Yes.
like dancing around it, getting through it, and then boom, and then when they're even getting through that problem, they maybe create another problem and then they have to move around.
Well
move
said,
around
Steve.
that.
It is nonstop momentum. It does not stop.
And
Literally, they can't stop, or
And
it'll
that's
blow up.
great. But
Well, that's an
I
incredible
think to the
device.
fault that was it's almost like that was their ethos with making the movie, and I think Jan de Bont like got ahead of himself with like we
The
need
director.
this jump. Yeah, Jan de Bont, the director, who was a great cinematographer and still is, and I like him kind of as an action director. But that jump is just the worst part.
My favorite.
I'm just too familiar with the premise. I think if I was living in the early 90s,
Totally.
I had a regular job and I was with my girlfriend and I was like, what is this movie Speed? Oh my God. Of course, I would like have a completely different reaction. I'm
Absolutely.
too familiar with this. I'm too familiar with Crank.
Yeah.
They crank up his...
Oh, that's not even in the same world, man.
Brother,
No way.
it's the same device.
You gotta watch it on Blu-ray because it's
It's the
gorgeous.
same device.
Yeah, but it's. I'm talking about the whole package.
The
man.
anamorphic?
You
Sure.
gotta. For me, I fully realize, respect, and understand where you're coming from. For me, it is
respects.
of the era, and just like I do. Obviously, I'm like that's fucking corny
Yeah.
as fuck.
Well,
but
it's not that I have a problem with it being corny. I'm just too used to the beats of that kind of story because
Sure.
I've seen too many movies. So I
Yeah.
watch it and
You know
I look
exactly
to,
what's
I
gonna
look to be,
happen.
yeah. It's just kind of boring.
Yeah. See, I have this magical ability to sometimes shut that part of my brain off and just allow myself to be surprised. Not only that, but because the first time I saw it, I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It's cemented that way.
It's
I
a
will
cable.
say
It's a cable classic. I
something-
definitely watched
yeah.
it a lot growing
Something
up.
that came to my mind while I was watching it, as to like maybe part of the reason why Ben likes it, is that this is a movie about utopia, Los Angeles. This is the 90s when things worked and people had respect for each other, and
People took the bus.
this vision of the 90s is completely insane and utopic and probably more real to the time then. Probably it did kind of feel like that growing up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they're like starting to build the metro.
exactly. They're starting to build the metro. They're working on the freeway. People have jobs. People have places to be. And
People have
they're-
jobs and
And they're like
places to
they're not worried about their. I don't know. Like
I know exactly
She knows
what
the
you
bus
mean.
driver. Like there's a
Yeah.
utopic Los Angeles thing happening in this movie that I think is interesting. And then I mean I was thinking, I was like, if you set this movie now, bomb just go off.
Oh,
No one's
sure.
talking to each other. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, "There's a bomb." Where they're like, "What?" And
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah. Shut up, bitch.
boom, movie over.
Yeah.
This is not exactly on the topic of what you're saying, but I do feel like it's weird. I don't know. Somehow you could.
I was trying to set it up a bit where we do what would happen now, but that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
What would
Hey,
happen?
dude,
what would happen now?
Steve-
They'd be
Steve
the
hates
bus driver would be
bits.
too
No, I
busy
did-
on Facebook.
I deflated it.
He'd be on Facebook.
He'd be
No,
The
I-
traffic would be so bad that he would never be able to get the bus
I said,
up to
"Oh,
50
that's
miles
what
an hour.
I kept thinking." Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's just no chance. There's the traffic. There's never getting it that much. That's what.
yeah, he's just on the Hollywood sign sniping people on the freeway.
Yeah, it's more that
One at a time. See, I
you-
want to watch that movie in real time.
Targets.
Oh, I don't know that.
The Bogdanovich movie, Targets.
Okay.
Do you guys think that the director and the producers, because the movie is shot on the, at the time, newly created 105 freeway here in Los Angeles,
Oh,
and it was obviously not completed yet. It goes from like a Garden Grove or something. It goes all the way west straight to LAX.
yeah.
And I mean, that's part of the plot. Is like, there's a new freeway. It's the 105 freeway. I can get you on there. And
Right,
then
right.
that's how they end up at LAX.
Yeah.
But do you think that the producers and stuff are like, man, seen in the newspapers, there's this new freeway. Boy, that we could make a movie
The
around that.
writer,
Probably.
maybe. The writer,
Potentially.
maybe. Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's one of my favorite things about it is a fun little Easter egg in the movie. For you probably caught it, but just didn't think anything of it. When they start to go up the ramp and the cops back off, it's sped up like 2X.
Dude.
It's so funny because if it
speed
just
ramp.
looks like the bus is hauling ass,
Yeah.
but if you look at the cops, they're
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what they do
they're
with
like,
those
oh, man,
They
movies.
do that a
but
number
it's
of times.
I
They
know,
speed
but
ramp
it's
shit.
a fun little thing where
Yeah.
I love those
find
little
that,
moments.
I find that pathetic.
What's
If I was
that?
making a movie and I saw people moving around sped up, I'd say,
Ugh,
cut the
pathetic.
shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
George Miller does that in
Yeah, but that's intentional.
yeah.
But he does it-
Well, it's intentional and whatever.
I don't think it was in this.
It was not intentional.
No, sure. One thing that I was going to bring up that I thought was funny that Maggie and I looked up because we were talking about it because in the beginning of the movie, Keanu's racing down the highway in his Ford Bronco,
Yeah,
and
gorgeous car.
we looked it up, and this movie was released like a week before OJ was speeding down the highway in his
Wow.
white Ford Bronco.
Wow.
Which I just thought was funny. Like people are going to see that movie. This movie, I think, did well and like took the nation by storm, and
Dude.
people were excited by the movie. And then a week later, everybody gathered around the TV to watch OJ, race down the highway.
Yeah,
in his white
meanwhile,
Ford
Steve
Bronco.
lied back then. This is like Speed. Did you guys see Speed? This
Me?
is just like that movie Speed.
If I was alive,
If you were alive back, or sorry, if
I
you
was
were
alive,
an adult.
yeah. If I was,
You're an
yeah.
adult.
If I was sentient.
you know what's
I'm
another?
bored.
You know what's okay? We'll finish this up, but
Well,
you know what's
this is so hilarious to now pivot to Frederick Wiseman, the store.
real
but-
fast?
okay.
You know what's another LA utopia kind of movie is
Yeah.
Last Action Hero.
Mm-hmm. Haven't
To-
seen it.
Totally.
He would. Yeah, don't you think he would love Last Action Hero? Very unexpected movie.
I think I've seen clips of it on.
it's very, very, very fun.
I don't know.
It's incredibly fun, man.
I don't know.
Also,
if you'd
another
like
movie
it.
that kind of scared the shit out of me as a kid. The bad guy in it is so scary when you're a kid.
Wait, what about, how about the? I'm not
And that guy
not
just
against
died.
this, but there were a strange amount.
And he was
of,
in Heat. The guy who played.
Oh, Tom Noonan. I did want to talk about
strange
that
amount,
too.
Strange
but,
amount
yeah.
of sex jokes in Heat, which I thought was kind of
in
funny.
Heat or Speed?
Fuck, Speed,
Um,
Speed.
yeah, there are.
Went over my head as a kid.
They're like,
Well,
they,
it's a-
they
it's
do
a-
something horrible, and he's like, "How was that for you?"
It's
Yeah.
a rom com.
Like, right? A what?
It's a rom com.
Rom com?
Yeah, they fall in love. They have witty banter. And
I
he's,
know. I'm
he's
talking
either gonna
about
fall in love
him
with the
and Jeff-
job,
him and Jeff
aka
Daniels. After
Dennis-
they solve the first bombing,
Yeah.
they're like
Go
exhausted.
home and have sex.
They go home and they have hardcore
because
sex.
that's the trajectory of life. You're in love with your bros, and then a woman takes you away from that. And so what needed to happen for him to finally find a woman was for his bro to get blown
Are
up.
you guys fucking with me? I'm just saying that there's after like every character would just randomly be like, yeah, come. They'd just do like
I get
a random
what you're
joke.
saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Was it good for you? Yeah. There's that kind
Yeah.
of joke.
Yeah.
Well, bombs are explosive and sexual. They're orgasmic.
Good
So
police work in
that's
the
why.
movie. Good police work. When
Yeah,
they,
also-
they
also-
figure things out.
Not really.
Utopic.
No, it is good.
Yeah, the
police work.
cops.
He figures out that he's got a camera. In
Now
there.
was
He's
this
watching the
was
whole thing.
post?
I like when they loop the video. That
Yeah.
was cool.
That was cool.
to
Was
me.
this post?
It's taping.
Was this
Yeah.
post Rodney King? No,
I don't know. I don't remember. I
it's
couldn't
propaganda. It's
I
all
think
it's
I think
propaganda.
that was 92 or 91.
Propaganda.
Oh yeah, no, it was 1993.
It's propaganda.
Yeah.
This movie's propaganda
Oh, give me a break.
to clean up the LAPD's image after.
Oh
after
yeah, maybe
Rodney
actually,
King.
sure, yeah, sure. Well, they're specialists. They're SWAT officers. They're not. They're not.
I'm just kidding. I don't really care.
I want these things to work better for me. I mean, maybe if I wasn't just sick watching in bed because I had to, I would have felt differently. This is the kind of movie you got to watch on the big screen.
Have you
Sure.
seen Predator?
Yeah, I
Predator
like that.
you'd love.
Predator, I like.
Yeah,
it's a
Predator's
movie.
great.
All right, let's.
I think Speed works still very well, in my opinion.
Oh,
but,
same.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, and I love that even after the bus is fully disabled, they've gotten they have a massive they blow up a fucking.
They get on a
airplane.
train.
It doesn't end. It's still there's one more level. It keeps heightening. It
Planes,
just
trains,
keeps
and
heightening.
automobiles.
The whole movie keeps heightening. Love that.
What? No, give it a review. Give it a rating.
I give Speed a 980 and a thumbs up.
I give Speed a thumbs up, and I'll give it a 800, 850 maybe.
I give Speed sideways thumb 600.
Whoa,
Man,
that's crazy.
I gotta go. I hate you
Nah,
guys.
Speed's great. I like
Speed's
Speed.
so good. Okay,
But it's like I probably don't have tons of objectivity because I also watched it when I was young too. But I still think it works. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure it does. I just was bored.
okay. Speaking of boring, the movie that we watched
No,
this week was
boo.
definitely not boring.
Yeah. Okay.
I loved it. I didn't know what to expect because these guys were like, you got to watch this movie. It's called The Store.
We haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whoops. Well, I just assumed. I assumed because of this director's other body of work.
Right. So Frederick Wiseman died. And for those who don't know who Frederick Wiseman is, I guess I explained it at the top of the
Yes,
episode.
you did. So you don't need to
so I won't do it again. But
So look inside a day at Neiman Marcus.
yes, the film The Store, it takes place he filmed it in 1982, that it was released in 1983.
Dallas, Texas.
The Neiman Marcus flagship store in Dallas, Texas. It's this big multi-level Neiman Marcus store in downtown Dallas.
It's gorgeous.
And it's beautiful, and there's like
recessed lighting.
barber
Warm recessed
there's
lighting.
like barber shops in there. They got diamonds, they got they got $50,000 sable fur coats, and they're you can do everything there, right? Like it's crazy the way that like
Food?
Yeah, there's a restaurant, the Zodiac restaurant up on the top floor or something, I think, and it's all encompassing as far as department stores go.
Can you imagine how sterile and not at all the same that same Neiman Marcus probably is if it still exists?
I think
in
they're
Dallas?
going out of business now.
Well, so I looked this up a bit because I was born in Dallas, and I asked my mom if
Who shot JFK?
No, I've been to the grassy knoll. I know who shot JFK. It was the fucking FBI.
Wait, can I tell you a quick joke? It's very quick.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theorist dies. He goes to heaven. He asks God, or God says, "Hey, I can tell you anything you want." He goes, "Who shot JFK?" And God goes, "It was Lee Harvey Oswald, and he acted alone." And the conspiracy theorist goes, "Wow, this goes even higher than I thought."
That's good. I like that.
That's a great joke.
Yeah, it's a good joke. I like it.
Wait, sorry. I'm spiraling because I'm condemning myself for not liking Speed, but then I remembered I watched fucking Point Break with you, and I thought Point Break was awesome. So never
Point
mind.
Break's-
I'm not
Point Break
just
fucking
some
rocks.
snob.
Point Break's a
Break's
masterpiece. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Much better director, Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah.
But I asked my mom actually, because I only lived in Dallas till I was 3, but my grandparents lived there, so I went back a lot. And I was like, did we ever go to this Neiman Marcus? And she said no. She said she had gone to that Neiman Marcus, but I never went. I guess there was a Neiman Marcus, another little smaller store in a different part of Dallas, and we went to that one maybe occasionally or something. But I did have the weird thought that like at any moment I could have seen my grandmother in here or something, which was weird, like a strange thought, but obviously I never did. But anyway, I think we chose this because Frederick Wiseman died, and it was maybe an easier movie for Ben to watch to ease him into a Frederick.
Length and content.
Yes, from length and content, exactly right. And I think it was a good choice. I think it was a great choice because you did love it. But I also think it's a funny choice.
We haven't explained what makes his films different.
Okay.
What I would just want to say.
Yeah, go for it.
You are just watching things happen. He is not prescribing very much meaning outside of. I mean, Steve might disagree. Outside of the fact that you're watching. What'd you say, worker bees?
No interviews.
Oh, okay.
Talking
There's
heads.
no talking heads. I think they said worker bees, and I was like, that's true. You're watching just this kind of system, the system build up.
The organism that is the
organism.
store.
Thank you. The organism that is the store.
Yeah.
And his technique is. It's completely fly on the wall. You're in boardrooms. You're listening to meetings, deciding what makes a cake look too Jewish and what makes a cake look too European enough to be a Neiman Marcus. Then you're there while a drunk woman is asking for a certain kind of lining on her coat, and it is just like, to me, this is exactly what I want from movies. It's why I love the work of like John Cassavetes and stuff. When you're just watching something and you're like, holy shit. This is literally just life, and I get to watch it, and
and it's cozy.
I get to freaking spy on them. It's voyeuristic.
It looks like it takes place during winter.
Well, yeah, it's Christmas time.
Yeah, and it is so cozy. It is a bygone era that does not exist anymore. There, my favorite elements
Should
were.
we turn these lights on? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can turn the lights on, but I do want to. Did I frame it well enough? It's like this. This movie.
Oh, yeah. It's not like a traditional documentary where there's a statement being made, or not even a statement, but like showing you this is the thing. It's just, hey, here's
it's like
a day in the life of this organism that is the Neiman Marcus store.
It's the most distilled version of. That's why I understand why he wouldn't want to call it a documentary, because it is just this, and it's happening.
Well, and I think that what's funny, I think there's a contradiction in his movies, and like what everyone says is a fly on the wall thing, like you had mentioned. But like he actually, I've seen in interviews, sort of takes. No, it's fine. No light on.
Well, now that you said it, I was just gonna. Okay, whatever.
Oh, I can pause it.
Okay, go ahead.
Too much? Too yellow? Anyway, he even takes issue with that kind of fly on the wall statement because, and it's kind of why he calls them movies, because it's like, it does come out of, the way that he shoots does come out of this movement of documentary filmmaking called direct cinema. And it's like what we're talking about. It's essentially like objective, like you're just watching kind of, I won't use the word passive because I don't think that's true. Maybe when you're in the room filming, there's a passivity to it. And there's a whole thing with like, they were shooting on, I don't know if he was the first person, but like they were shooting on 16 millimeter. And this movie was shot on 16. And they have
positive?
Positive, yeah.
Are you 100% sure this is
1,000? Yes. And it was his first movie on color.
Okay.
And I know it looks shittier. I think that's just the fact of what versions are available
It just
online.
looks like Betacam.
Yeah, but I looked up on IMDb and it said 16 millimeter. Okay. And it was his first movie on color. But the whole thing is like he had these small 16 millimeter cameras, and he has two camera people, and then he literally records the sound and he edits the movies. Frederick Wiseman, but he has a little sound recorder, and then he puts the actual recorder on his back. That way, there's not like, they can move around very sneakily, and like there's not like wires and shit getting in the way, like with the sound and stuff, of like making them very noticeable. So I think that allows him to get into spaces and not be too in the face of the subjects, that they're filming.
The zoo animals at the Neiman Marcus store.
Right. But I think the contradiction with the sort of fly on the wall, like there being unobjective thing, is that, he thinks of his movies as movies. And he talks about in interviews about how like, yes, I don't want to be prescriptive and overtly like be super messagey about my movie, like mini documentaries like the Alabama Solution that I talked about that's like very much like a muckraker kind of a movie. I think the closest Frederick Wiseman ever got to like muckraker was Titicut Follies, the first one, and then people sometimes wrongfully held that against him. They thought like he was that kind of a message filmmaker. Anyway, my point with the contradiction is that he very much, what he films, he very consciously edits the movies, and like, he's a true filmmaker in the sense that he does manipulate what you're seeing, and he has said that, like he'll and the way that the images that he chooses and the way that he cuts it together does make a meaning, and I think it's a complex meaning. I don't think it's always like outright super critical, but I think he makes movies about institutions. That's like the thing with him. Yes. And I think because he is an analytical,
America is made up of institutions.
Exactly.
It's a portrait of America through its institutions.
His entire body of work is like a one large project of like what you're saying, that's like looking at, and it's not just America. I mean, he made a few things in Europe, but yes, mostly America.
Humanity.
I want to see one called Gas Station.
Humanity and how we organize
gas station,
7-Eleven, and
should do that.
Well, we wanted to hear. I want you to continue, but the whole point was to get some color on it.
I know, and I do want to ask. I promise. I'm sorry, we will. And I want to, because I do want to hear your take.
I think
on it.
You've made your point. It's a very good point. Yeah.
But anyway, and so I think that he's an analytical guy. So the movies do end up all being generally critical, I think, of the institutions
system,
and the systems that he's filming.
Well, think about the ending of this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, think about, there's so many parts, and I'd love to get to a lot of them. But Ben, okay, so this is your first Frederick Wiseman movie.
Yeah.
You gave us a little bit, but tell us more.
I did not know anything going into it. I was like, the store. Okay, what is this going to be?
Right.
And I turned it on, and I'm like, oh, it's just it's a time capsule.
Yeah.
Of a Neiman. I was like, this guy had the foresight to know that times are going to change drastically in ways that we cannot imagine in 1982, and I want to just film this, capture this. It's very special. It is obviously the 1%, how they shop and how the people cater to the 1% and what this company does, and how it truly is a well-oiled machine full of, the craftsmen, the craftspeople, the managerial people, the boardroom people, the sales floor. It's just unlike anything that exists today at all. It is a relic from a bygone era.
It's also utopian like Speed.
Yes,
I'm
very
like,
utopian.
God damn,
Everybody's
what the hell
got
happened?
a job.
Yeah.
No matter how small, every job felt important.
Education just
Nobody
seemed like
felt
on a
below anybody.
Education seemed like on a completely different
It
level.
was-
A woman
yeah.
that was applying to work there is like the most well-spoken woman I've ever heard in my life.
It was great,
And
and,
I'm like-
it looked like it. I could just picture how good it smelled in there, and yeah, it was a time when corporations weren't, even though the boardroom people were concerned about profits and stuff, it wasn't about like the tedium of cutting every last possible corner so as to eke out every last drop of profit. Granted, I know that this is a special case because it's Neiman Marcus and they're going for a premium experience, a premium shopping experience, but it just made me, I was just like, man, what a time when these people were all probably paid very well. Like I said, nobody is the women on the sales floor aren't like, the bottom of the totem pole, so to speak. They're
about when
they are the front facing with the customer.
How about when they had them do calisthenics,
Oh,
calisthenics to Flight of the Bumblebee disco?
Yeah.
That
the
was
lady
sick.
doing that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I loved the diamonds guy. I put a timestamp.
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
Yeah, what do you
like
got?
18 minutes in, the diamond sales guy. He had the transatlantic thing. Now these diamonds are
Yeah.
and they're inflation adjusted. These things are like
I know.
50,000. They are
Insane.
insane amounts of money.
Now?
These people
Or then, yeah. Well, yeah.
for then, but yeah,
Dude, everything was crazy to me. When that first scene of the guy trying to sell the guy the sable for a coat,
Yeah.
and he said,
I love
and
that
he
guy.
said, he said 45,000,
45,000, yeah.
and I literally went, oh, he must have misspoke. It must be 4,500.
I had the same
Yeah.
thought.
And then later on down the line, they say 45,000 or for another coat that they're talking about, and I was like, wait, what?
They
People
had that was with
are
like it
buying-
was like fine china. It was like
Oh, yeah.
they said it was like like $50,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, sorry, huh?
I'm gonna do an inflation calculator.
Maybe we're still
What
there.
was it in? Oh man, can continue.
Yeah,
Steve.
well, I was gonna say it's funny. I mean, look, I have a slightly more critical and cynical read on this whole thing, I think, maybe than you do. but-
$45,000 real fast. Sorry.
Yeah, you're
For
fine.
that coat would be $151,000 today.
Who gonna buy that? Kim Kardashian?
fucking
And that guy with the
insane.
glasses, you could tell that he had a little bit of like, oh fuck, that is way too expensive for me. But the cameras are here, and I don't want to just be like, I'm way out of my league.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. He's still sitting there like thinking about.
Well, and then we come back to him later.
Yeah, he's
and
still
it's like
thinking about
I
it.
can't tell if it's the same day or if he like came back because he's like I didn't buy it, but he's like just really like
Yeah.
dragging his feet on buying it, maybe for his wife or something. Yeah, I mean it's funny. I think what you're saying is right about the coziness and the
Yeah.
nostalgia-ness or whatever.
Love that part.
I do also think that is a 2026 read on it, but
Mm.
also I think even in that moment in 1983 or 1982, even this kind of salesmanship and this kind of department store was also kind of a vestige of a different time. Like,
Yeah.
you've got the shop girls going around, like in the Zodiac restaurant. Remember that scene? She's going around showing off the dress, and it's like that scene in The Master when she's like $49.95 with the dress, and they've got like all these girls walking around wearing the outfits and like trying to sell them to people who are just there eating like dinner or lunch or whatever.
Must have
and-
felt awesome.
Which is crazy, but I think even that what I meant was like even then it feels like from a past time.
Yeah.
I think also there's something interesting about the time that it came out. Reagan had just become president. It's like the beginning of the yuppie 80s kind of. We're just getting into it, and this feels like this. Obviously the department stores. It's there. It's like it has that feeling to it. There's a yuppie feeling to it, but. I don't know. I'm obviously like, I was thinking, in my mind of going, I don't know why the fuck we're watching Speed and talking about a Frederick Wiseman movie. And I was like, we should have like picked some other older movie that either was like maybe a Robert Duvall movie because he
we're
died.
doing
Rest in
programming
peace.
and counter programming. We're getting some of Ben's flavor and some of your flavor.
Totally, I'm absolutely
And you
for
guys
it.
are gonna get
and
some
I was
of my
happy
flavor
to
later.
I was happy to rewatch Speed, but I was
I didn't say
thinking,
anything.
was there other stuff
How
that
about
was?
that joke? Comment that cool joke that I just did.
What was the cool joke?
Counter program.
Go ahead.
Oh, Anyway, what I was saying is like I was thinking like Wolf of Wall Street would be a movie that I would
This guy
like.
says wolf instead of wolf.
Hell yeah, dude. Tell his ass.
Wolf of Wall Street.
of Wall Street. I apologize. I spoke incorrectly. I'm an illiterate dumbass.
Go on.
Look what you did to him, dude. Look what you did to him.
Anyway, because I think that this movie, much like Wolf of Wall Street.
Do you give a
Wolf of
shit
Wall Street-
what we think about it?
I do give a shit.
Okay, go ahead.
You guys.
Go ahead.
I think traffics in the imagery of capitalism. And so there's an aspect of it of like, yes, I'm seduced by this nostalgia and this lifestyle. But I think there's a very critical, the movie is critical. I think his movies are always critical of these institutions. And it's like, there's a cult of capitalism. Like, and the movie, he gives you these images, but then every once in a while he punctures the facade of like how beautiful this is.
Like when the security is checking people's bags as they're leaving.
That image for sure. I think that there's a very very specific moments where he does like an upstairs downstairs thing where you've got the people in the front and who the front facing people, and that's all fine and they're proud to work it. But then you kind of go down the elevator and you've got like very pointedly, I think like Asian, Latino, or like black people working downstairs, seamstresses and doing the diamonds.
How about but that is what was happening.
I totally
Do you
agree.
know what I mean? For him to just show everything as it's happening includes showing the full picture.
I agree, and I think he would say the same thing. But I think he's representing that. But I think it's still representing the disparity of this institution and and all the various aspects of it. And I think it makes it complex, like because like even the first guy who starts talking about how people hate. So
do you think he's biased or do you think he's unbiased?
I think he's he would say that he comes into every place that he makes a documentary about wanting to just learn about the place. And so I think he's basically unbiased. I believe him on that. But I think because he is a critically minded person, he takes a look at the footage and he pieces it together in a way that I think is very intellectualized and critical and like theoretical, honestly, in a lot of ways. And I think his images, both singularly as purely images and how the way that he cuts them together and pieces them together in montage, create a lot of meaning. Like I think one of the strongest images in the movie, which this is just a purely solid solo image, one of the most evocative image of the movie is the clown going up the escalator.
Oh yeah,
and that
just out of nowhere.
That feels like this very like, it's almost like Frederick Wiseman doing the clown makeup meme like in 1983 of like, I'm little old me going to the store to spend way too much money, you know, like putting on the clown makeup, and it's like that. Like the escalators are like funneling people to
I think you're right, and genuinely I do, but that's not always my read. I think you are also putting your own bias onto his
and a
his
modern
work.
bias on it.
I do, but maybe I'm wrong because I've heard him speak. I could truly see, and also the subject matter that he chooses.
Yeah,
but I didn't mention. I also watched Crazy Horse.
Oh yeah,
which is about the Parisian.
Yeah.
And
I've never seen that one, but
it's the same thing where he's just showing the thing as it is, and I don't know. I didn't.
But I also think, and this is what I was gonna say was like, this is a funny. I think this is a great one to show Ben, but also kind of a funny one to show Ben because I do think this is the subtlest of his movies in terms of the critique. Because I mean, I think a lot of his movies are very subtle, but like. There's a big scene in Titicut Follies, his first documentary, that I've seen him talk about and say that he would not have done it this way anymore. But there's a big scene where you've got one of the inmates, the criminally insane inmates at this, prison for the criminally insane or institution for the criminally insane, which is his first documentary that he made about. And they're force feeding him food because he's refusing to eat. And so it's like this really harsh, severe scene of them shoving a tube down his throat and force feeding him food. He's showing that scene while in the same moment he cuts back and forth to them force feeding him and then to him dead and them preparing the body basically. And he cuts back and forth. And that is, I remember when I watched that first because I had seen many of his later movies before seeing Titicut Follies actually. And I remember being like, man, that's the most outright.
Yeah, I've never heard of him cutting anything out of sequence.
Right.
He said as much that he doesn't.
He doesn't like to.
For instance, when we were making the acid thing, we did switch one moment around.
Yeah.
And I was
Make it fit chronologically.
And I was like, that would have never. I was like, I don't want to do that at all.
Right.
And then I would just because I'm also not a documentary filmmaker, so the idea of that being so commonplace and him choosing not to, I'm just surprised by it. Okay,
Well, right. Well,
go ahead.
so he talks about how like because like that him cutting back and forth is like a very clear like this is an issue. Like he's making a statement with that the way that he cuts in that scene.
Yeah.
And I think he has talked about since that like he would not do it that way because it's too clear. Because he does want to be, I think have the what's the word I'm looking for? Like make it seem like it's objective, but I do think that he finds a point. He finds a point of view through the
to be objective is to see the truth of a system.
Yes, I agree.
And its flaws.
Yes, I agree.
And the flaws are a result of the moment that they're in. He's witnessing it, in my opinion, like in a kind of naked way. I'm trying his hardest to not bring his own bias into it. And I don't. But I've only seen three of his films, so I don't know. But that was the impression I always got.
I saw. Sorry, continue.
No. Go ahead.
I saw it, but to contrast what Steve was saying, I saw it when they were going down there. I was like, oh, this is interesting. These are skilled craftspeople.
Sure.
These are not just like, imported cheap labor. These people are just as essential. They are off screen. They are the ones who are, essentially pulling the strings that help make all. They are just as important, just as crucial. And I didn't see them as like, oh, this is where like because there were white people down there and there were old guys who were clearly just like, doing their thing.
But they do make a point at the end being it's Mr. Marcus himself giving that speech.
I did it my way.
Yeah.
In like a big hall that I don't think this. Well,
there's
in a big hall that's very like
there's a pyramid quality to it, but that is because that is the nature of the business.
Totally.
Which is also an old, antiquated kind of thing, too.
I think it's a weird thing where I think you're like, yes, he's objective. He's looking at things. He's viewing them truthfully and honestly. And that's
but he does place that at the end.
Yes, but exactly. He's talked about that where it's like, look, it is a manipulation. I'm manipulating everything. I'm not. He talked about like he's like I'm not objective. Like I have the footage and I put it together in the way I want to put it together.
I've seen that same interview, and the way he's saying that is he's being fucking conscious about it. Because it's impossible not to manipulate.
Of course.
He's not saying I'm intentionally manipulating. He's like anything you see is a manipulation. He's being big brained.
Can we talk about the best part of the movie?
Sure, please.
And we should maybe wrap it on that. The fucking bird, the birthday gram, the song gram.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Also another thing.
Incredible scene.
It's like today that guy would be fucking humiliated to have that as his job. I feel like.
Do? Yes. Would you like to tell everybody? Yeah, if you don't know where it is, get out. Well, it's a nice big long word, folks. That means stripper. That's right. Boom, boom.
But clearly, a guy, everybody took pride in their jobs. Mm-hmm. And that guy it was so fun, and it just
crazy.
kept going.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
the woman loved that she's getting, she's cracking up because it was genuinely funny.
It went on so long that you felt her have
it's so
peaks
long.
and valleys of interest. Oh my God, this is great. Okay. Oh,
yeah, and so many funny like. I don't mean it in this way, but it was like it was back when. There was a lot more laxed, politically correct things.
Yeah, he's doing like
making
sex comments,
jokes.
sex innuendos.
But
and
it was
stuff.
like, and I remember seeing that kind of stuff. What?
I said like in Heat, then I said Speed.
Oh, you keep calling it Heat.
I remember seeing that kind of stuff as
Guess
a
what?
kid.
I don't love Heat either.
Oh, wrong.
I remember seeing that kind of stuff as a kid in doctors' offices. The dentist.
Sex
artwork.
innuendos.
No, that kind of just like. When you're older, your dick stops working type of humor that just seemed to be everywhere in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
And I just really appreciated that the guy was, like, you're old now. And the last time, whatever his fucking joke was.
Yeah.
And then to end it with the little striptease, and he's got that stupid fucking head on the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's so big.
Crazy.
It is so funny. I was like, oh my God, this is a riot. I loved it so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
seems
great.
And it
really
went
funny.
on for what, like 10 minutes? It felt like
It's a really long scene.
It was a good scene.
you could tell that he was probably filming it just like, oh my god, this is fucking gold.
You know, I stumbled into Frederick Wiseman did an AMA like 8 years ago or something.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
more. Yeah, and I've heard him say this multiple times. But anytime anyone ever asks, what's your advice to aspiring young filmmaker or documentarian, he just says marry rich. So he's
Marry
yeah,
rich?
yeah.
That's very
I've
funny.
seen him
Same
say that
thing
too.
every time.
Yeah.
Did he marry rich?
I don't know.
Maybe he did. I don't know. He got but I didn't. He got the MacArthur Genius Grant right before this movie, apparently, and this was one of his least popular movies or like at the time critics didn't like it because they wanted the more hard hitting, like muckrakery feeling documentaries, and they basically were like, oh, this is like a puff piece about the store, but. Again, I think
Everyone
it's much
brings their
more
own shit
subtly
to it.
critical.
You could do this. I think I fully agree with the what was the guy's name? Picasso quote that good artists steal or great artists copy or whatever.
No,
good artists copy,
good
great
artist copy, great artist steal.
Is that Picasso? I thought it was Godard.
Who the fuck knows?
thought it
Well,
was
that's
Picasso.
funny that
Or
I'd be
if
misattributing it.
Godard stole it from Picasso or
Yeah.
something.
But
Yeah.
either way, I think that it has been so long. I would love to see somebody do this exact kind of thing with like a 7-Eleven on fucking Hollywood Boulevard.
I'm
Just
very
a
inspired
day.
by this work.
You could do it for no money, and if
Me
it was
too.
good enough and there, the magic happens, you could do that. You could replicate this kind of thing, and I think see massive success because there is magic like that out there.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what's beautiful. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think and I think the reason why calling them movies is nice. It's like he knows that there's more, whatever. Not to use a cliched phrase, but like truth is stranger than fiction. There's like more surreality and goofy and humor and like movie kind of stuff out in everyday modern life. That he's able to often find by just watching, and just like waiting and paying attention. And like, yeah, and it is very, I think his movies require kind of active movie watching, but it's very rewarding in my opinion. And
I agree.
Yeah.
I will say, my intuition or instinct right now is that he doesn't necessarily reject the term documentary because I think he's being intelligent about it, saying everything is a falsification.
Yes.
Like I was there with the camera, I'm manipulating it. This
Totally.
this is a movie.
Yes.
Which I think is, I just think it's a smart guy.
No, absolutely. I think that's true. I think that's what I think that's what
I
he's saying,
give
sure.
this film a 980. I give it a 900. I feel like
Wow.
I can't give anything 1,000 unless it's fucking Terminator 2 or Predator. But I give this a 980 and a resounding thumbs up. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah, big thumbs up for me. 990. I mean, Wiseman's one of my favorite. I think I've seen 12 of his movies now, and he's like I said, there's 45. I'm excited to continue to watch them. I'm glad we did this. And yeah, Dylan, what's your score?
I give it a thumbs up. I give it an 8/10. I think, I don't know. It's just he did the subject matter complete justice, but for some of the other films that I've seen from him, the subject matter is much more. There's much more personal drama. People have to have masks in this store, and they're at work, so there's a little bit less engagement overall. It's more of a portrait of this place.
Yeah.
And yeah. So for that reason, 8/10. But he did everything perfectly.
Nice.
Well, folks, what do you think? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Be sure to watch
What a
this
weird
movie.
episode.
Yeah,
Maybe-
this is a goofy ass episode. I hope you guys out there watch the movie, and if this
Really, you
conversation didn't bore you and it interests you, then go out there and watch it and watch some of his other shit on Canopy. It's all free on Canopy.
It's all on Canopy, and if you don't have a library card and you don't
Canopy
have
with a
Canopy,
K.
we'll maybe Dylan can. I don't know if that'll fuck with YouTube at all.
I can
No.
give them- I can send them library cards. What's
No,
up?
don't do
No,
that.
the
Don't do
link to
his.
the
Don't
Russian
do the
site.
link thing. Don't do
Yeah,
the
okay,
Russian
all
site.
right, yeah. I watched it on a Russian streaming site.
You can literally go on your computer if you watch.
No, Ben was just giving. I could tell any kind of resistance to him seeing it was gonna. He's like, "Where is this? How do I even find it?" So I just found the first Russian link.
Did you watch it on the Russian link?
I just put it in our
watched it on
chat.
my
I was like,
phone,
I'm not
my
giving him
TV.
an excuse to
not watch it.
It's right here. Here's
I
the movie.
appreciated that.
But I'll just say, like, I think you can literally, if you're watching this on your computer, you can go to your wherever you are, your public library. If you're in America or whatever, I mean, I'm sure there's better public libraries in other countries because we have terrible socialized programs in this country. But except for the public library. But you can do it online. You can sign up for it online and then immediately get onto Canopy. Anyway, and I hope you guys enjoy the movie, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. And we'll see you next week where we're going to talk about, we don't know, but we'll post it on Instagram because now you can see what we're doing on
I
Instagram.
know what we're talking about.
We'll figure it out. I have to pee so bad.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.